Good evening, Otherworldlies. This is Queen Juliana, your dark mask diva. Okay, I was on Quora and a guy asked me, is it true when women move on that they don't look back? Yes. Now, this is pretty much the opposite of the way men operate. Okay? It's because relationships go in different stages for women. Now, this is the way men move on. Men move on because they get into a relationship with a new woman and she forces him to get over the old woman by focusing on her instead. Okay? So that's how she forces him to get over the last one, is to focus on her. Okay? So, or else he will stay stuck on the old woman. So, that's why I always tell ladies, don't let him talk to his ex if he's with you. All right, because men never get over their exes unless you force him to stop talking to her. All right, because men just don't. But here's the thing: women don't look back once they've left a relationship. They are completely 100% over this guy. Okay, and I'm going to tell you why. And if you don't like it, I'm going to give you some news that you may not like to hear, but don't shoot the messenger, okay? This problem was 100% preventable, and you had complete power over the situation, and you just didn't take it, okay? You could have done something about it, and you simply refused to. And here is the reason why. You saw the situation as a power struggle when you could have worked together and just sorted it out instead, okay? But instead, you decided that it was a power thing instead, all right? So here's what happened. You were doing something, or you were failing to do something, and it bothered her, okay? So what she did was she was complaining about it. But when she was complaining about it, you took it as her being a bee or her being a nag. Okay, so what you did was you decided to rebel against that, okay? And you decided to turn it into a power struggle instead. And you decided not to cooperate with her. All right, you decided that it was a power struggle instead of wanting to cooperate, and you decided that you were absolutely not going to do what she needed you to do, okay, to get along with her. So whether it was picking up your clothes off the floor, or stop calling her that nickname, or quit drinking so much, or whatever it was that bothered her, okay, whatever it was that she was complaining about, I don't know what it was, because for every woman, whatever it was that you're doing that bothers her, it's different with every single woman. So I don't know what you were doing. I can't say if it's fair that she left you over whatever that issue was, because I wasn't there. Okay, but every woman has something that they just absolutely cannot stand, and everybody's red flags or everybody's things that they just simply can't live with is something different. Okay, every couple is different. What you can deal with is different than what the next person can deal with. What you as a man can tolerate in a woman might be different than what your friend can tolerate in a woman. Like, something you think is cute that a girl does, like, your friend might be like, no, I can't stand that. Like, every guy likes, a different type of woman, okay? Well, every woman can, go, it's okay if a guy does this. The next woman is like, oh no, that is just absolutely unacceptable. And so it's really different what different people can tolerate, okay, and what different people just consider a red flag, or just absolutely no. I mean, absolutely, that's just not okay. Or just kind of what isn't going to bother you. Like, some people like things like completely neat, tidy, or whatever. Other people don't mind a little bit of a mess. I mean, that's just an example, okay? So, maybe she just wanted you to pick up around the house more, help her clean up a little bit more, and you were just absolutely flat refusing, and you were making a mess for her to clean up, and she did not appreciate it, okay? So maybe she just kept asking you to help and to quit making such a mess for her to pick up, and you just flat refused, right? And she just couldn't take it anymore. Okay, because maybe things being neat and tidy is something that helped keep her sane. And maybe she was trying to get that across to you, and you just could not cooperate with her on that for whatever reason. You just kind of took it as she was trying to control you, and you just refused to budge on that, okay? And that was just one of your problems or whatever. So you were just unable to compromise on that. You refused to. You thought she was trying to control you or whatever. So you would not help her with that. Okay. So absolutely not. So by the time that she was done dealing with you, she knew that there's no way you would ever change. There's no way you'd ever help her, and she would always have to feel uncomfortable in the house with you. All right. So that's just one little thing I'm just making up, okay? That's not a problem I've ever had with anyone. I'm just making that up. But that's just something that I've heard couples complain about before. One person is a clean person, and one person is kind of messy, and they complain about each other. So that's just one thing. Okay, here's what happens. The woman complains about something. She doesn't like something you're doing, and she's complaining about it for a really long time. Now, everybody's window of how long they're going to tolerate something and be upset about something is sometimes someone will complain about something for years, sometimes 20 years or whatever. And some people will put up with it for a few weeks and then just decide, I'm not going to deal with you anymore. So everybody's window of tolerating something, and this is both male and female, but it depends on what else you're bringing to the relationship, depending on how much someone is going to tolerate from you. Okay? It depends on how much they like you and how much you're bringing to the relationship, how much they're willing to tolerate from you. So she may have been tolerating whatever from you for a long time, okay? And then it may have been to the point where you stopped bringing a lot to the relationship. You stopped being romantic. You stopped being nice, okay? You stopped being just a cool guy. You just stopped bringing value to the relationship. And then all of a sudden your idiosyncrasies just became worse, okay? And she's just I just can't put up with him anymore. And then here's what happened. She stopped complaining. There was that window of time in your relationship where she stopped complaining. And you thought, I won. You did not win. Men, if you have a woman who's complaining about something, and then all of a sudden she just lets it go and stops complaining, you are in trouble. It's over. It's over. It's wave the white flag. There's no turning back from that. It's once a woman stops complaining about things that used to bother her, she's probably seeing someone else. Or she's consulting a divorce lawyer, or she's transferring the money from the joint account into her account. She's planning to leave you. She's looking for another place to live. I mean, she's really just she's giving up on the relationship. Okay? You think you're out of the woods, but the worst is yet to come. Okay, once she stops complaining, you're basically screwed. Okay? She's completely given up on you. Then afterwards, she just knows it's a lost cause. All right. So then she leaves the relationship. There's no, you had X amount of time to fix the situation. She's realized that you don't respect her and that you would rather have your way than to make her happy. So you know what she realized? She realized that you really don't love her. Okay, and once a woman realizes that you don't love her, that hurts her so bad that she's done with you. All right, and then so she goes down different paths. She goes down the, I don't need a man, I'm better off by myself, I'm going to get some cats. Or she goes to women. Or she goes, I'm in my slut era, and she goes and dates a bunch of dudes. Okay, but one thing is for certain, she is done with you. That's it. But chances are she's begun to see somebody else. So she may go and marry that guy. She may leave you and divorce you, or just leave the long-term relationship you're in and go with that guy and jump right into that relationship. Because he probably is telling her everything she wants to hear. Oh, I would always listen to you if that bothered you. Oh, he's a real jerk. Yeah, oh, I would always pick my things up off the floor. He's telling her everything she wants to hear. Everything that you're not doing, he's doing. Yeah, because guys, when guys know that you're dropping the ball, they swoop right in. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen when women are in a relationship and their guys are screwing up. Other guys are peeping their game and going, yeah, that guy's screwing up. And they swoop right in. Guys love to steal girls from other guys. They love to watch you screw up, and they're like, yeah, she's pretty, she's a good woman, I'm going to get me that. Guys love to take girls away from other guys. They love to watch you screw up, because it's a competition thing. So once she's moved on and she feels like she's upgraded on you, she doesn't want to have anything to do with you anymore. And even when she's alone, or even when she feels like she can go date a bunch of other people, or she just feels like she's better off without you, no matter what path she's taken. So, no matter what, this is probably the first time that you're actually going to care about her, is when you lose her. And this is the first time she's not going to care about you. That's one of those ironic things. Irony is ironic, okay? So yeah, to answer your question, I hope that was helpful, and I love you all, and I will see you in the next content. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.